Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Guten Tag, Guten Morgen. This section we will talk about safe mode in Win 10. It's very important for you to study how to enter safe mode in Win 10. There are many methods to enter safe mode in Win 10. One method is a new method for many Windows operating system. You can enter safe mode when you in Windows interface. You can right-click Start button and select Setting, find Update and Civic Center in left column. You find Restore and in right column select Reboot immediately, so you can from normal mode enter into safe mode. But sometimes we use a normal method to enter safe mode in Win 10. You can see another note computer. This computer run in Win 10. So you can power on the operating system boot very quickly. When you see the window, the picture, press the power button and hold for a long time to power off it forcefully. Then you power on and power off. Repeat this step for more than 3 times. You can see here, we will go back. Now let's see this picture, this page. When you see some word in the bottom of the screen, good luck. We will enter into safe mode. Let's go back. INT919H, the traditional operating system when the computer's booting. They firstly enter in interrupt 19H. The CPU's executive instructions from code segment F000. Base address is 000 to boot. This boot, we call it int19H. You know, when int19H is executed, we can press F8 to enter safe mode. But in Win10, we needn't, or it's unuseful for us to press F8 to enter safe mode. The second keyword is trash bin. In safe mode, no matter how the version of operating system is, there's no trash bin. Trash bin is the name used in Linux operating system. In Windows, we call trash bin recycle. That means if you delete some files, you shouldn't restore them, so you must operate carefully. In a word, if you want to delete some files, it's dangerous because you cannot restore them. Sometimes you can use some three-part tools to restore them, but we suggest strongly that you should delete them before you confirm that this file should be erased. The third keyword is SM. The counter and the password is encoded in same files. When you enter in safe mode, all files in the computer is opening for anyone. It's unsafety because we can delete all files that can be erased. So safe mode needn't SM file. In another word, it needn't for you to using account and password to protect your computer. It's no use. The last keyword is copy. Even though all file in the computer is open for anybody, so somebody can copy any files as possible as he wants. But it's difficult to do this because Win10 cannot initialize another input-output device such as U-disk, Ethernet, so you cannot copy some files from this computer to your U-disk. You just remember, if you enter in safe mode, we just resolve some trouble of the computer. You know, like a patient is exposed in a doctor. The body is exposed to the doctor. The doctor will treat your body carefully. So we just do the right thing in safe mode. You can find the words at the bottom. Windows will enter to star items. There are two buttons, one for power off, another for advanced choose. You can use keyboard arrow key or use mouse to select the right button. It's easy to select the correct items. We use the arrow button to select to the second item question and resolve, and press the return button to advance the choice. We select command line items and return. So it's immediately you can find the console. It's very quickly. You know, we enter safe mode. We must waste 3 minutes to waiting the system loading some necessary files such as DLL, SYS, and so on. But in Win10, when we press return button, it will enter safe mode immediately. But pay more attention, the driver number is not C. In this computer, the driver number is key, so you can use C colon and return to switch the driver to C, the first hard disk. And C, now we switch the driver to C, the first hard disk. By far, you can operate your computer to delete some file you want to erase. Be careful. Now let's recall when we enter safe mode in Win98. The windows will have 256 color. The picture is very awful because it's not a true color. It's not a nature picture. Today we can see when Windows 98 is a badly production, but when you have a chance to use Win 3.1, you cannot imagine it's an operating system. It's terrible. It's horrible. It's amazing. When we use Windows 98, there's another picture form called PCX. Somebody shouldn't hear this picture format. PCX. PCX is a picture format. In some years ago, we see picture PCX on our computer. You know, AST, compact, IBM. Do you know what picture we want to see, or what's our favorite picture? Maybe you must guess. Want girl. You know what we mean? Now let's use some DOS commands to make our come true. In some cases, you can edit bat file or CMD file to repeat to operate the computer automatically. So you can edit the bat file, CMD file in Windows, and if you finish it, you just enter safe mode and change the right path to find the bat file and execute them. We suggest you delete file carefully. Just look out, watch out, because if you delete some important files, it's no use cry for you to restore them. From the section 1 on, we will enter Win 10 operating system. Sometimes we usually work on Win 7. It's unsafe because any program can access or enter any directory, but in Win 10 you cannot copy file into Windows System 32, you must have some privilege or some operations. There's no method for you to use API to resolve this problem. You just resolve this problem by operating system. You shouldn't use any tools. You know, it's very safe for Win than any other early version, but it's not a convince. It's no guarantee for any version to run correctly in Win 10, so you should rebuild your program and try to run in Win 10. Maybe sometimes the result is melancholy. You know, it's not guarantee for any program run correctly in Win 10, so you must pay more and more attention for your program. In some section later, we will study UAC. What's UAC? It's second time for you to hear this item. UAC. Win 10 has the method to avoid some software to enter some folder or copy, delete, and another operator for the files. So the Microsoft invent UAC to check who will be launched and what privilege does it have. You must check yes or no to give or forbid it to do more. That means virus cannot easily to impact your computers. Sometimes you can find task manager. You can find application service and launch items. You can find which programs can be run automatically when we power on. At the end of this section, let's talk about post, POST. Post means power on, self-test. If you DIY a computer, mainboard, memory, CPU, display card, net card, sound card, you must know post, power on, self-test. In early Windows version, the screen will display some necessary information for you to know how the computer and the operating system has the especially ability, such as serious port, parallel port, and main frequency, and the capacity of your hard disk, and so on. But it's unnecessary in 198 and later. This section we have studied an important way to enter safe mode in Win 10. It's power on, power off, repeat 3 times to enter safe mode. You just remember, when you're in emergency, you can enter in safe mode to rescue your computer. Remember, there's no trespass or recycle. Just operate carefully and carefully. You know, student pronunciation in Germany is student. The spell is the same as in English, student. It's very useful for you to study another foreign language such as Deutsch, French. Some English word is generated from another Latin language. You know, inauguration is from France. Inauguration often used the addressing of the president, especially the president of United States of America. Inauguration, when he or she ran for the election for the first time, he must addressing. We call this address to inauguration. This word is from France. Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, see you later.